Opa, 10 SmallTalks já, pois vocês continuam pedindo e eu adoro fazer. Tenho algo especial para o 10º SmallTalk. Vocês se lembram desses brasileiros que importam e produzem café brasileiro aqui na minha cidade de Fort Collins? Pois 3 deles têm o melhor inglês que eu já ouvi soltar da boca de brasileiro. O primeiro é do Rio de Janeiro e os últimos 2 que são realmente incríveis são de Salvador. Eu achei que eles falam inglês tão bem que mereciam um SmallTalk próprio para eu explicar o inglês impecável deles. Então, vamos lá, o 10º SmallTalk. Agora vamos fazer o small talk. Temos que fazer uma gambiarra para o tripé que eu ainda não possuo, que eu ainda não tenho. Bora lá. So, you live here in Fort Collins and you do what?
I am a father and a homeowner, and I work at a ferry chest as a warehouse manager. We bring coffee from Brazil, from our farm, or my boss owns the farm in Brazil, and we bring the coffee green here and we roast it and we grind it, we package it, and we sell it to restaurants and coffee shops and such.
We roast it, we grind it, we package it, and we sell it. Apesar de parecer meio repetitivo, cada "e" aqui é necessário e ele falou certo. Esse é o maior erro que brasileiro comete quando falar em inglês. Tirar esse sujeito "e", que muitas vezes é implícito no português.
We roast it and we grind it, we package it, and we sell it to restaurants and coffee shops and such. I've been in the United States since the beginning of 1994, so about 23 years. I've been in Fort Collins.
Opa! O present perfect continuous em inglês, have mais been, é usado para descrever algo que começou no passado e continua até o presente. I've been in the United States. I've been in Fort Collins.
I've been in the United States since the beginning of 1994, so about 23 years. I've been in Fort Collins. Like the first time I came to Fort Collins was in 97, and then I left and came back multiple times, and then in 99 I actually moved into Fort Collins.
When did you learn English and how?
I went to this small town in Illinois called Rockford, and I went to an exchange program where I, had English classes all day long from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. I had classes, and I lived in the dorms, and so basically I spoke English all day long, every day. There was no Brazilian people there. There was maybe like 1 or 2 other Brazilian students, but I skipped a lot of classes, but I hung out with my American friends.
To skip classes, ou to skip school, é matar aula, faltar aula. E mais uma vez, o phrasal verb to hang out é super comum e quer dizer passar um tempo num lugar, normalmente com alguém. Aqui ele falou, I hung out with my American friends, do passado simples.
I skipped a lot of classes, but I hung out with my American friends. My accent fluctuates. If I spend time speaking English, like with my daughter at home and, here in Fort Collins, and I'm not working so much, my accent gets a lot closer to almost disappearing. When I go to Brazil, if I go to Brazil and spend a week in Brazil and I come back here...
Tipo, uma das únicas coisas que ainda o entregue como brasileiro é que ele não usou o schwa, o som na palavra to, ou seja, to. Ele falou when I go to, if I go to Brazil, rapidinho, mas o nativo ia pronunciar if I go to Brazil, mas claro, é quase imperceptível.
When I go to Brazil, if I go to Brazil and spend a week in Brazil and I come back here, if you talk to me the first couple of days that I'm back, you'll be like, whoa, what happened to your accent? Because it gets a lot stronger. Depending on who you're hanging out with, it gets stronger or weaker. So I don't notice my accent, but people do. Like my daughter will. My daughter makes fun of me to this day.
To make fun of someone é outro phrasal verb que quer dizer zoar alguém. E to this day é uma expressão que quer dizer até hoje.
My daughter makes fun of me to this day.
How old is she?
She's 16. And I'll say some things and she'll just be copying me and stuff and laughing, So as soon as, I talk to my folks on the phone, and my coworkers also from Rio, so...
My folks é um jeito informal de chamar dos seus pais. Então ele fala com os pais dela no telefone em português, com o colega dela em português, etc.
So as soon as, I talk to my folks on the phone, and my coworkers also from Rio, so we do have, I forget words, but I don't have an accent when I speak Portuguese.
And how about your daughter?
She doesn't speak Portuguese.
Does that bother you?
It does, yeah. I mean, it's my fault, my responsibility, you know. Like, I mean, I tried when she was young, and she would complain oftentimes. She'd be like, "I have a headache, Dad. Please stop." And so I never insisted, and yeah. I mean, she can understand a lot, but she doesn't speak it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, number one, my mother's American. I've been speaking English all my life to my mom, and to my dad too. He speaks English very well. Number two, I went to the Pan American School of Bahia. Go Panthers! Back from 1983 to 1992. So I've spoken English, in a school setting all my life.
Okay, and so you were born in Salvador.
I was born in Salvador. Well, you know what they say in Bahia. Na Bahia não se nasce, se entra em cena.
Okay.
Yes, in Bahia, you're not born, you come onto the scene.
And you lived there until when?
Until age 16. And it was just 3 weeks literally after my 16th birthday, the family moved to the United States.
I was really surprised when you told me you were Brazilian, because you have no accent at all, which I find to be almost impossible. Everyone has an accent when you learn a language, unless you try really hard, spend a lot of money with a phonologist or something like that. I mean, you have the advantage of your mom being a native speaker, I guess.
Sure enough.
How often do you travel back to Brazil, and do you get the reverse, where people are shocked to hear you speak Portuguese so well, and then they're like, "Oh, wait, you're Brazilian."
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. É um jeito informal de falar sim, com muita empolgação. Tipo, alguém te convida a uma festa e você fica muito animado, responde hell yeah, não vejo a hora, né? Na verdade, se considera uma palavrão muito leve, mas daqui a pouco ele fala de novo heck yeah, que é a mesma coisa, só que não é palavrão não.
Portuguese so well, and then they're like, "Oh, wait, you're Brazilian."
Hell yeah. And I have a lot of fun with that. When I go to Bahia, I always like to buy acarajé, which is typical Bahia food. And I just go there and I look clueless. I deliberately make myself look like a clueless gringo.
When you got the blue eyes,
I got the
so
blue
that's
eyes.
easy.
I just kind of look silly. I look out of place.
Aqui, clueless, silly, out of place. Todos querem dizer, tipo, perdido, ignorante, deslocado, feito a maioria dos gringos no Brasil, né?
And I just go there and I look clueless. I deliberately make myself look like a clueless gringo.
When you got the blue eyes,
I got the
so
blue
that's
eyes.
easy.
I just kind of look silly. I look out of place. Well, that's the story of my childhood there. I looked out of place all my life, so being out of place is comfortable for me. But anyway, I finally reached the beginning of the line. Oi, minha filha, rola aí uma acarajé, faz favor. I make people laugh like that sometimes, just for the heck of it, just because I enjoy it.
Wow, I'm really envious that you are able to do that.
Oh, I can do accents too.
Let's hear him.
I can do Bill Clinton. I tell you, Hillary's Secretary of State. I'm gonna jump the fence so much I'm gonna make JFK look like a dead pope, man. I can do Lula.
Let's hear it.
Veja bem, o problema que estamos tendo é esse sistema capitalista opressor dos trabalhadores. Nossa luta tem de continuar.
I love doing accents. I love studying language. I love it all. Thank you.
Hey, we just heard your story. Can I talk to you real quickly?
Sure.
Let's do it. Remind me of your name again.
Paulo.
Gavin.
Gavin. I was born in Salvador,
When?
1945.
So you were on the beginning wave of people learning English and traveling.
I was. I had an inner desire to speak English, to speak different languages. God gave me the ability to have a good ear. He made me small, weak, bald, old, and fat. But he gave me the ability to speak different languages and to have a good ear. We lived in a port city. So whenever an American or an English ship, it doesn't matter, any foreign ships that would come that had visitations, I would go and I would get on with the sailors.
Ele está usando muito o would como infinitivo de um verbo que é o pretérito imperfeito no inglês. Algo que acontecia com regularidade, ou algo que ele costumava fazer naquela época.
Any foreign ships that would come that had visitations, I would go and I would get on with the sailors and invite them to come to our house, invite them for lunch. And so in '66 I came to CSU.
That was over 50 years ago.
It's over 50 years ago.
Can you believe it's been that long?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do anything consciously to train your accent or anything?
I let go.
To let go é um phrasal verb que quer dizer soltar, relaxar, deixar. Aqui ele usou no sentido de não se preocupar com a gramática da língua. Era só falar. I let go.
Did you do anything consciously to train your accent or anything?
I let go. You just do. It's very difficult, but it's not something that you do consciously. I don't think in Portuguese. If I'm speaking English, so I don't construct sentences in Portuguese. Just let go. Be illiterate. I mean, how does a child learn a language? It's a process in the head. And you let go. You don't force it.
What do you miss most about Brazil?
The beach. And my friends. People, I miss people.
Last question, e quero que você responda em português para a galera crer que você é falante de português. Então, quantas vezes que você viaja para o Brasil cada ano?
Mais ou menos 3 vezes, 3 ou 4 vezes por ano. Mas eu tenho ainda o sotaque de baiano da Gema.
E você tem muita família lá também, não é?
Tenho meus
fazenda
2 irmãos, tenho 2 irmãos.
Os irmãos e a família dela.
Sobrinhos.
É. E são eles que mandam café para aqui? Café.
Uma parte uma parte do café vem da fazenda.
Então, muito obrigado pela
Não,
entrevista.
que isso, um prazer, rapaz.
É.
Volte sempre, agora eu vou fazer um latte pra mim, você quer um?
Lata de café?
Yeah.
Com certeza.
Vamos lá.